Okay, everybody, my name is Kelsey Denny. Today is April 20th, 2023, and today we are going to be going over fractions and equivalent fractions in a live portion that'll come after this. This can be found on page 172 of your book, and this is a lesson for third graders. Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, class, today we are going to be talking about fractions and identifying equivalent fractions. So let's go ahead and start with the definition. What is a fraction? A fraction represents a part of a whole unit. That could be a number, a shape, a pizza, whatever your whole unit is. There are two parts of a fraction, the numerator and the denominator. The numerator is always what's on top of a fraction, and that represents how many equal parts we have. The denominator is the bottom portion, and that represents how many equal parts the whole unit is divided into. So, for example, this one unit here and this are the same shape. Let's say they're the same unit, but my friend Maddie wants half of it. So, how do we divide it up so Maddie gets half of the unit? 1, 2, 3, and 4 sections. And Maddie wants half of it. That would make our denominator 4. We have 4 equal sections. And our numerator 1 and 2. So this would be the fraction corresponding to this shape, 2/4. $1 is another good example of a fraction. Quarters make up parts of the whole unit, the whole dollar. 1 whole dollar. So if this makes 1 whole dollar, what would be our denominator? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's say my friend Maddie needs to borrow a quarter. So we're going to give her this quarter. This is gone. How much left of that dollar do we have? We have 1, 2, and 3 equal units left. So we have 3 quarters left of our dollar. Let's say you got an A on your math test and your mom's going to buy you pizza for dinner to celebrate. And you love mushrooms, but your brother hates them. He loves olives. Your mom's going to order half pepperoni and mushroom and half pepperoni and olive. Let's go ahead and count how many units these are divided into. So it's 1 slice, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 slices. So that would make our denominator 8 because it's divided into 8 equal units. How much of this pizza can you eat if you love mushrooms and pepperoni and you hate olives? 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 equal units of this pizza are for you. So this is going to be the fraction that corresponds to how much pizza you can eat. Okay, so for the second part of our lesson today, we are going to be talking about identifying equivalent fractions. So a fraction, once again, is a representation of part or all of a whole unit. An equivalent fraction are fractions that may have different numerators and denominators, but they still equal the same value. So for our first example, this square has 1, 2, 3, 4 parts of the whole unit. That would make our denominator 4. One section is shaded in, so we know our numerator is 1. This is 1/4 of that square. Right next to it, we have a congruent square, so it's going to be the exact same shape, and we can see the exact same amount is shaded in. However, that square is broken up into 12 sections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And we can see here that 3 sections of this square are shaded in, which would make our numerator 3. So, a cool thing about fractions that you can use to figure out if they are equivalent, 1 times 3 equals 3. And if you multiply the denominator by the same number, 3, equals 12. And over here, we can do the same thing with division. So 3 divided by 3 equals 1, and 12 divided by 3 equals 4. So we know that this is 3/12, and this is also 1/4. You can do the same thing for any shape. So let's say for this circle, we're going to take those 2 units. Okay, so we have 4 pieces all together, and we're taking those 2 units out. So we know our numerator is 2 and our denominator is 4. Let's say we want to take the same amount from this circle. We can see it has 12 units all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. We know our denominator is 12, and let's count how many units we took out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So 2 times 3 equals 6. 4 times 3 equals 12. Again, you can do the same thing over here with division. So 6 divided by 3 equals 2, and 12 divided by 3 equals 4. So we know that this is also 6/12, and this is also 2/4. Something cool you can do with this, 2/4 or 6/12, we can reduce them even further. So 2 divided by 2 equals, oh, that's the wrong one. Cut. So 2/4 we also know we can reduce down further. So 2 divided by 2 equals 1, and 4 divided by 2 equals 2. So that's 1/2. If we draw another circle right here, and instead of splitting it into 4 sections, we split it into 2, and we want to get the same amount, right? So we have 1 and 2. Let's say we're taking all of this one. Our total amount of units in our whole on the denominator is 2. And how many did we take? Just 1. So you can see that this equals this equals this. And that's how we know that they are all equivalent fractions. Okay, thank you guys.